Now on Good Morning Las Vegas.
All new at 5, saving money to keep cool as the temperatures in the valley heat up. One way is solar panels, but how affordable are they?
This right here is more bigger shop than anything else. They're like, wow, the price tag, to be honest.
A parking lot shootout in the valley, leaving people who witnessed it in disbelief. A mother and daughter wounded in the chaos.
And people over at the Luxor Hotel were left without water overnight. We get answers to what happened after a concerned viewer called us.
But first, still in the triple digits today, and we could be setting a new heat record, Justin.
That's the plan. Yeah, we hit 101 yesterday. 103 is my forecast today. The record is only 100, so we'll very likely break that record high temperature around 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon. Us early risers enjoying the coolest time of the day. We've dropped down into the mid-70s across most of the valley. 77 at McCarran, 75 at Henderson's Executive Airport. And that is one spot on the south side of town where we do have a few breezes coming in from the south and the southwest. This morning's commute, not bad, partly cloudy, upper 70s. Fairly light winds around most of town. Going home this afternoon, really hot, 103 degrees the forecast. Crank the air conditioner, and I do think we'll see some breezes gusting to 25 miles per hour by the afternoon. We'll talk about conditions out on the roads coming up in just a second.
Thanks, Justin. Well, new this morning, as the valley heats up, 13 Action News is looking for ways to help you save money on your energy costs. For example, solar panels. They could potentially help you save money.
Yeah, but we were wondering, is it affordable for the average Joe? 13 Action News reporter Parker Collins is looking into the numbers. Parker, good morning.
Beth and Dana, if you're thinking about getting solar panels, you have to look at it as an investment, as you see them on this home here. If there are financial uncertainties in your future, or if you don't think you'll stay in the home for very long, experts say you probably shouldn't do it. There's a lot of flexibility when it comes to buying solar panels. Depending on your situation, you could buy a smaller, more affordable system that would offset your power bill. It might be more reachable than you think.
It's like we're living in a gold field and not nearly enough people are mining.
Let's look at one example from One Sun Solar Electric. Say you have a 1,950 square foot home. It could be covered by 16 solar panels, as long as you've got 320 square feet of roof space. That's a medium-sized system. It would cost about $15,000. But once you take into account the 30% tax credit and rebate from NV Energy ratepayers, the cost is more like $9,700. If everything works out, your panels could make enough energy to take off $1,037 from your power bill each year. That means it would take almost 10 years to recoup your losses. Again, this is just one specific example. If you're thinking about doing this, the cost of the system greatly depends on the size of these panels. So maybe you can start smaller and then work your way up to something larger in the future. Reporting live, Parker Collins, 13 Action News.
Good to know it's definitely a long-term investment, though. You're not going to see money back quickly.
Right.
That's important. All right, we know not everyone is a fan of the heat and triple digits, so we want to help you stay cool.
Yeah, did you know over at Caesar's Palace they have an Arctic ice room?
No.
That's just one of the ways to keep cool as summer approaches. But we have a complete list on our website, ktnv.com, and we're going to send things over to Justin for a look at the roads now. Got to turn the air up in the car as well.
Yeah, I think so. Many of us do that even early in the morning. Temperatures outside on average close to 80 degrees right now. No major problems around the valley, although a new accident to tell you about. Looks like just a little bit of a slowdown on Flamingo just west of the 15. NHP telling us that in the southbound on-ramp lanes of the 15 at Flamingo, we've got an accident. Doesn't appear to slow things down on the freeway, though. And we're still watching the southbound on-ramp lanes of the 215 from Cheyenne. A little accident there, but obviously not causing any big issues because it's so early in the morning. Drive times from the Spaghetti Bowl all around the valley are green, so we are good to go as you leave the house and head off to work.
All right, thanks so much, Justin. Well, new video shows Iranian lawmakers burning a paper of the American flag during Parliament earlier today. This comes after President Trump's decision to pull out of the nuclear deal. They were also heard chanting "Death to America." Coming up at 5:30, we're going to have more reaction following the president's decision, including who is supporting it and what some Americans say is their biggest concern now.
Breaking overnight, a broken pipe prompted the Luxor to shut down water to hotel rooms. A concerned viewer reached out to us, so we got on it right away. As you can see, there wasn't any sign of the water district or any other officials outside the resort overnight. We drove all around the Luxor. We've learned from the Luxor crews were fixing a broken pipe inside. The casino portion of the resort wasn't affected, and the water came back up just about an hour ago. This morning, 3 people, including a 10-year-old, are in the hospital after a wild shootout in a busy shopping center. Chopper 13 fast and first over this massive scene near Nellis and Stewart. This happened late yesterday in a Denny's parking lot. Police say the 10-year-old girl and her mother are innocent bystanders. A woman was driving along Nellis, and she was also grazed by a bullet that went through her car window. Fortunately, all of these innocent people are expected to be okay. We talked to this woman pushing a stroller past the commotion. She says it was unnerving.
We come out to Walmart every day, so just about. And this is the first time anything like this happened right here.
Police say this all started when 2 men got into some sort of argument outside this pawn shop in the area. Investigators think this could be gang-related, but again, a 10-year-old girl caught in the middle of this. A Walmart was closed in the area, but it is expected to reopen at 6 o'clock this morning.
Well, you have to stop and look at this incredible new video out of Hawaii. It shows a lava lake inside a crater within the volcano that erupted last week. Wow. The United States Geological Survey got the aerials on Monday. Well, Hawaii officials have issued new evacuation orders after 2 vents emitting toxic fumes have opened up. Police are now going door to door to tell people that they need to leave. Those vents opened yesterday in spots where lava has already been pouring into streets and backyards. Officials warned that residents who are ignoring evacuation orders are putting not only themselves at risk, but first responders as well. ABC's Kana Whitworth is in Hawaii getting a close look at the destruction.
You can see the lava has destroyed that home right there, and it's also completely taken over this road. In some places, it is stacked some 20 feet high, and you can feel the heat radiating from it. Wow.
Yeah, unbelievable to be that close to it. A total of 14 vents have opened since the eruption last Thursday, and lava has destroyed at least 3 dozen structures.
5:06 now. Who's speaking out now with new allegations of the president's ties to Russian collusion in the election?
And cutting ties with the Boy Scouts, who's ending their alliance with the organization after they welcomed the girls.
Somebody in there?
Yeah, it turns out there was somebody in there in a burning vehicle. What the driver did that made it harder for first responders to pull him out. President Trump's personal lawyer and fixer, Michael Cohen, is under fire this morning because the attorney for Stormy Daniels, Michael Avenatti, says a Russian billionaire sent $500,000 to a fund managed by Cohen. Avenatti says that's the same fund Cohen used to pay his client, Stormy Daniels, $130,000 in hush money for an alleged affair with President Trump. The account operated under the name Essential Consultants LLC, and it was used before November's election and continued until last January. The president has denied having any ties to Russia, and he's also denied an affair with Daniels.
Well, 3 American prisoners have been held by North Korea are still behind bars. Many were hoping North Korea would release the 3 as a goodwill gesture before a summit between President Trump and Kim Jong-un. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is in North Korea right now, finalizing plans for the summit this morning. And new this morning, the Mormon Church is cutting ties with the Boy Scouts after more than 100 years.
The LDS Church says it wants to explore global youth programs that can serve its growing number of members outside the U.S. This comes as the Boy Scouts announced the name change to Scouts BSA, reflecting its decision to include girls. The church and Scouts officially part ways December 31st of 2019.
5:11 now. The Las Vegas 51s have a summer program for kids to keep them learning. Also ahead.
It's a shock. It really is. Especially in that quiet area of my hometown.
A small Michigan town in disbelief as investigators reopen the cold case of 6 missing girls, where they think they'll find their remains.
Starting to see a little daylight on the eastern horizon. The sun is up just after 5:30. Late this afternoon and tonight, 35-mile-per-hour gusts. Breezy tomorrow. The most wind happens on Friday. I'm going to time out not only our heat this afternoon, but we'll talk about a big temperature change in your 7-day planner.
And good morning, Las Vegas. I'm 13 First Alert Meteorologist Dan Brown. It's in our new live drive truck, driving around town, finding temperatures and letting you know the weather around town. That's all coming up on Good Morning.